Hey! Hello everybody, it's Roll from the Hip here with some amazing guests, as you know, Jasper William Cartwright and KBF, otherwise known as Catherine Bennett Fox. We're all very sweaty because we just filmed
Stag Part 2, or Stag the Finale. Stag. Everyone is going to be very well behaved and not give any spoilers. It was a great time. Sounds spoiler!
Yeah.
No, I'm saying it like the Voldemort way. Terrible. Great.
Sam, you were magnificent.
Thanks so much.
And for the rest of you, I have notes.
No, guys, it was. I'm so glad it became a two-parter, and literally every single thing that we now get to create and stories we get to tell because of the amazing work from all you guys just helping us and backing us and believing in us means that this is the first story we've ever told in this room, and it's literally only the beginning. I mean, we do look like we are playing in an office after hours, which is exactly what we are doing. But over the next coming weeks and months, with what you have allowed us to do, this place is going to transform. And when you see, I am very much, we have DMs at home, but when you see Midgley in this space with all the bells and whistles, that's going to be McDonald's. And I'm loving it.
We should really get the sort of like haunting office campaign done now.
Oh yeah.
Severance campaign.
Severance campaign now.
Can you talk about?
Yeah. I'll start the phone to Ben Stiller and see what he's up to.
I'm going to actually ask his mobile number.
See, there we go.
Do a stag sequel, Windsor Wickers.
Yes.
Unfortunately you died. Or did he? What would we already hit? We already have our magic man behind the camera. Teo is with us full time. He has quit his day job and he's there ready to field some questions for you guys. We have managed to employ, and we're already having chats with a fantastic maps and mini maker, so we can put some like amazing sets on this table and play with the little figures, which is one of my favorite parts of D&D. Very excitingly, I get to campaign a whole series, an idea that I've been very excited for. Maybe we'll get more into it, but I think the most exciting one, and just seeing his little face when we got it, is Thomas Midgley. You're free.
Yeah. I've mentioned how much this means to me already, but it is the dream job. I get to work with this group of people. I get to play the games that give me fulfillment. I get to write stories. I get to do silly voices. And it's all down to you guys. And so I can't say thank you enough. I like to think that I've got a good grasp of vocabulary, but I genuinely don't know the words I would use. So, thank you so much.
Thank God he quit as a copywriter.
I would also like to say, Stag was, we knew she'd crush it, but it was kind of a D&D audition for Catherine Bennett Fox. We have just finished Stag Part 2. And I am delighted to say that she will be joining the table at our first campaign that we're in here. Roll Against the Machine! How did you? You played D&D a while ago, and you've got real back into it. And by God, if we showed you her character sheet, it does look like the scribblings of the Zodiac Killer. So many notes. How have you found? Let's just go with Stag Part 1. What was the feeling of like sitting down at the table for the first time? What were your fears? What were your hopes? What were your expectations met? Maybe some not hit. And what's it feel like to be a D&D player? That's been watched currently, I believe, by over 30,000 people.
Whoa! Hi guys. I just feel so privileged to have played with Shoot from the Hip, and I'm not lying when I say they are genuinely the most joy that you have at an evening is spending time with you guys. So the fact that I got to spend it with you and laugh so much and smile so much and get to meet these incredible people who are also just like joy. I feel very privileged, and I'm over the moon that you trusted me, and like I said, best nights of my life.
Oh, nice.
And you crushed it.
You absolutely crushed it.
the first, if you have seen any of Shoot from the Hip, which is our sibling channel where we do improvised comedy, KBF is in the first improvised play that we put up.
So the first one?
The first one we put out there, yeah.
No way.
From Stratford East Theatre.
2018.
Yeah.
So you got in whilst before they were cool?
Oh,
When did they get cool?
Yeah. You can explain now.
I remember the day. I was wearing a baseball cap and it turned itself backwards.
How do I remove your pinned chat? Because I can't do it from my side.
You could pin any other comment, just tap it and then untap it again.
All right.
So tell us why you were cool again.
So cool. Jasper, you have played D&D in some of the most famous, coolest, high-tech studios in the world.
Yeah.
We are currently in an empty office room.
Yeah.
But the Kickstarter is going very, very well.
Yeah.
What is, and tell me if I'm putting you too much on the spot, what is your dream for this room? What is the lights and magics that we should be able to do in this now with what we've got just so far, about over halfway through the campaign?
Yeah, I mean, it's literally like ridiculous. I don't think I could have, in my wildest dreams, like I think I put out a video yesterday being like, because I just keep texting you guys, but like, it has to stop. You know?
It does not.
It doesn't, please. Like,
Speaking of which, if Teo, you could pop a link in the comments, that would be
Yes.
amazing
Yeah.
for anyone who hasn't yet had a look.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Yeah, ignore Jasper when he says it has to
Stop.
stop.
What I mean is, like, I think that's just like my own self-defense mechanism,
Yeah.
being like, surely this can't actually.
Your British
be
is
happening.
showing.
Yeah.
Surely we can't be succeeding. That's the vision.
And I think so much of it is because it's like, you know, it still feels so ridiculous that we get to sit around and tell these stories, and that gets to be something that is, you know, even approaching a career. And you know, I'm saying as somebody who has literally a career out of doing exactly this. And I look around the space, like, we've got some like doors and stuff coming in, and we're starting to like work on, you know, building certain elements out. And I feel like by the time we actually turn this into, you know, the studio, and like those walls are up, and we can turn this into this really intimate space where, you know, all the controls get to be outside of the room. Like, it probably sounds very strange, but like that is such a dream for me, right? That this space can almost then become a little sacred, right?
Keeping
Like,
Teo out of
but yeah, just like I think just keep, you know, having the space be this kind of calm, creative space where you get to come in and tell these stories, I think is going to be incredible. And just having the flexibility of lighting, of sound, like we're working on having a system where people can have like in-ears, so if the GM wants to play music and stuff like that, right, to help with the atmosphere and the immersion and stuff like that, then we're going to be able to do that as well. And just the ability to like rock up and press a button and be like, cool, let's get on with the important bit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I think that is, you know, one of the biggest dreams that, you know, and a big shout out to my beloved producer Zach, who's been, you know, doing an incredible job pulling this whole thing together. Like, our dream for this was just like making it simple, you know, like making it so that, like, you know, we don't have a ton of like extra overheads or this thing to worry about or this complication, or we have to get like 7 million people into the thing to make it work. It's just to be able to come into the space and use it and tell stories. And, you know, I think it will make some of those stories really accessible as well, because we'll be able to go, well, okay, actually, we don't, you know, we can just get into the space and start doing it. You know what I mean? Like, is everyone free? Yes, of course we're free, because we're all doing this full time, which is an insane thing to say. And yeah, I feel incredibly, incredibly fortunate to be a
Working
part
with
of
us.
this.
And what I will say
Well,
is
explicitly sort of.
the making it simple.
Guys, someone else is the butt of a joke in this group.
I don't know how it happened.
Making it simple in order to be able to just come in and record and sell stories is extremely complicated
Yes.
and extremely expensive.
Yes.
And when we set on our initial goal of 50, it was like, we can kind of do it like Stag with a little bit more, and we can make it as good with a lot of elbow grease and a lot of extra hours and a lot more wires, and it not being simple as Playground, as Lockstock.
And also people not getting, like, you know, to be frank, it's like people not getting paid what they should be getting paid and stuff. You're right, like it's like us doing this is also, and what you've enabled us to do is to mean that like we can mean that like everything gets to be done professionally, right? Everything gets to be done and treated like it should be, which is like a profession, like a job. And I think that is like endlessly exciting that we're like, yeah, everyone can like arrive when they're called and leave when they're supposed to leave, right?
Yeah.
Like sitting here.
pay Tear rather than like prod him with Pokemon.
But also, like, we can get people who are passionate about doing this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we're not generating it. We're not spending AI tokens to do this. We're getting people who this is what they really want to spend their day doing.
Yeah.
And also, it's like to build on what Jasper was saying. It's crazy to be able to do this at any length. It's crazier to be able to do this without compromise. And like we have tried to fit our hobby into the constraints of the industry, of what we think people will want and what we'll do. But here we get to just make stuff.
Experiment.
And that literally is a dream come true. Like I don't think any of us, would say like, what is the one thing that when you're like coming up through, whether it's comedy or drama or any vaguely creative sphere, what is the one thing that you want to do, right? It's just like, just be able to tell stories, like just be able to go in and do the thing that you do without having to wait for permission or whatever. Like this is literally what this space is going to be able to do, which is like even as I sit here talking about it, it's just like that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like it's so genuine.
I can't take the smile off my face. It's crazy.
Also, I really haven't stopped smiling since it went up. And like absolutely smashed it.
I can't wait for like years from now to look back at this stream and be like, this is where we started.
Yeah.
And this is how it started. And
Yeah.
this is the people we started with.
And that's when we've got Statblock Studios Barcelona. You know what I mean? Like, just so that we can all travel to you. You know what I mean?
Its own studio.
That's when we'll finally do the beach episode.
Luke in an entire green screen outfit, so he can just appear next to us at any time.
We all arrived. Luke's like, actually, I'm in London.
It's the first Oops All Luke campaign. Every character is played by Luke.
Beard Luke, no beard Luke, long hair Luke, short hair
Ponytail
Luke.
Luke.
We're going to take some questions
Yes.
soon. I would also like to give a massive shout out to Thomas Mayo. Thomas Mayo is the engine behind both Shoot from the Hip and Roll from the Hip and everything that we do. He has someone who never wanted to learn how to be a business manager and an accountant and a genuine dog's body and dealing with fire inspectors and dealing with building managers and all that sort of stuff.
Me.
And he has stepped up at every single moment. He is completely invaluable to everything that we do, and sometimes his work does not get sung because it's not big and it's not flashy, but honestly, he is the petrol behind everything that we do, and he deserves his flowers and then some more flowers. So, well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Oh, that's lovely.
Your petrol flowers.
I am the petrol and the engine. I'm self-feeding and burning myself to get it going.
I think one of the
Hey, we've
things,
been on calls where I feel like that's the energy.
I mean, already with the energy that this Kickstarter and having this space has given us, and the frequency that we've been able to get back around the table, both of the live shows with War for Dunland and doing Stag here, and knowing the amount of time, the gap between being able to play is getting shorter and shorter.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, because I have to say that Luke Manning, as a D&D player, has just been getting better and better and better. He was never bad, but he's hitting it with some of the most hilarious and exciting and mechanically amazing choices, which I think when we did have like 6 months break between being around the tables, everyone was like, okay, I've got to kind of, and by episode 4, all of us were just getting back into swing of things. But Luke, you've been absolutely smashing it out of the park, everything that we've done since we've decided to have this space, and I just can't wait to see how you grow as a player. It's really, really exciting.
Oh, thank you. I was so impressed.
You got myself.
I was so impressed by these last 2 episodes of Stag. Well done, Sam. Seriously good work.
Really amazing.
Really exciting episodes.
I was like Beethoven, like just pouring water on my head. Yeah.
I mean, when like 90% of your D&D experience has been set by Midge.
That's a high standard.
That's a high standard.
Well, I mean, there's zero rivalry, at least on my end. I'm just so glad. I'm so glad to see someone else in the chair, because everyone has their own style. Like we've played Force of Extinction with Jasper, we've now played Stag with you, and it feels different every time. And it's like you just get to eat different cuisines of DMing.
Yeah,
And
that's
I never would want to stop tasting other types.
I'm
That got a bit weirdly sexual.
I have a question. How would you define when each of us does our first DMing, what is your like one word how it would be? Like,
So,
bam, 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 one
Midge-
word or one.
Mitch so far, from what I would say, is depth. I think that his NPCs and his world building and like the fact that all of those. What's funny about depth? Just
I
one
just
word.
waiting for the next one to be Girth.
No, my lore document for Stag was probably about 6 pages long. I think Tom's is probably a novel. KBF's chaos. I think KBF ever DMs for us is going to be absolute unbelievable. And I think it would be rule of cool with like times 1,000.
I think it'd be rule of lovely. Just like,
Rule
oh,
of
that's
lovely.
lovely.
No, maybe I will say rule of lovely and then put a butterfly knife on the table.
Yeah. That's more lovely.
Wants to join us?
You know, you will be like, what's happening?
If you come up a real thing, then you get inspiration.
I played games with Luke, and I have to say, of all the people around this table, if he ever decides he's going to be a DM, that is terrifying.
I'm terrified.
I think he will be the most brutal,
Yeah.
by the book, rules lawyery,
Yeah.
no rule of cool. No, that's not how the game works, Sam. You didn't make it to the end.
We will track ammunition, water, components.
Do you have the spell components to cast message? No! Fuck off! Well, I'm afraid that you do nothing.
I'm sorry, you can't cast Fireball because this is the Napoleonic War.
Could you just roll for twisting your ankle, please?
I think Tom's would be narrative. I think Tom would definitely be more of maybe a political intrigue or like a lot of subterfuge. I think there'll be not minimal combat. I think there'll be a lot less combat and a lot more like, well, try and ingratiate yourself to the Earl and try and make sure that you plant this letter in there. I think it would be very schemery.
It's going to be full dicks and tits. That's the whole.
Yeah.
But you roll for the dicks.
I think it's Game of Thrones meets Bridgerton. I think it's very
dicks and tits.
Yeah, very
There we go.
Romeo Dick 20.
I mean, I've only had Jasper DM from Force of Extinction, so I'd love for him to come and do some D&D for us.
Oh,
man.
So what is
You've probably seen the one shot, but tell us more.
So yeah, Force of Extinction is a game that I've been working on with one of my good friends, Evan Spence, and my co-founder, Chad Vitale, for about 2.5 years. It's been play tested by like over 1,000 people or something crazy by this point. We just did a crowdfunder ourselves over on BackerKit. And I'm extremely happy with how it went because I didn't even think we were going to fund, so I'm really happy about it.
People still pledge to it?
Yes, there is a store if you want to go and pre-order the book. There's also things like dice, you can get a bag, things like that. And then if that all sounds interesting and exciting and you wanted to, you can also come and play Force of Extinction with, I think, us. That's the plan.
Yeah.
As we're running a session in October.
It's an add-on on the
Yes,
Kickstarter.
on this Kickstarter.
Yeah, so if you've already backed, but you think playing playing Force of Extinction in a castle, and then Tom will be there. Probably, I want to bring Ron Franklin back.
Oh yeah, I'm going to give the option of like, do you want my previous character or start over?
I think Ron Franklin would love to come back after being resurrected. That would be very good fun.
And I think Jasper Cat would be delighted.
Very, very happy. But yeah, it's a fast-paced action TTRPG. The idea is that you learn to play in half an hour, and you're off and running. There's a little bit of resource management, which kind of goes into building a face and things like that. But the idea is that we want it to be really fast-paced, really action-heavy. Not something that you have to feel like encumbered by. Big heavy character sheets because if you want to learn to play a new TTRPG and maybe everyone knows D&D, it's like it's a Friday night, you don't have that long, right? The idea is like, hey, why don't you come over in half an hour? We'll all be playing this like new game, and every time we played it, it's had like similar depth to a D&D game or whatever, right? It doesn't feel like light on that stuff.
We did so much in just one session.
Yeah. It was so fun and pacey, and we were told don't look at the rules beforehand.
Yeah.
And we did not.
No, we did not.
Which hurt me. I desperately wanted to read that book.
Oh, I'm the same. I'm a min-maxer at heart. Like I love doing big stuff, but it was just a really kind of born out of our love of role play and wanting to encourage people to role play but feel like they can take really big swings, kind of damn the consequences, because you'll probably die, but that's okay because you can also be resurrected. And
Yeah, be eaten by a giant owl.
Yeah.
Now, I would say if you've ever been intimidated by the D&D rulebook, because it is quite intimidating.
Yeah, certainly.
This is a game that you can pick up super quickly, and again, even if you forget any of the rules that you're told in that first half an hour, you immediately pick them back up again. It was super fun, and also you get to come and stay in a castle for a day.
Yeah.
I've never slept in a castle.
It's so much fun, guys. It really is so much fun, and it's 100% haunted, but that's also okay.
Sweet.
Yeah.
We should probably get to.
100%.
We should probably do some Q&A.
Questions. Can I quickly say just one thing?
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab another beer.
Yeah, please do it. I want to say just another reason to say a huge thank you because of what you guys have done and the hype that you guys have brought. I was just at Gen Con and so many people came up to me and was like, holy shit, congratulations on the studio.
No way!
Like so many people.
Damn.
And I think
In America?
that's what I mean.
The new world?
But genuinely, I think this is like putting, this is like really helping to put the UK scene on the map. Right? It's really helping to provide additional kind of context and show people that like we're doing some really cool stuff over here, right? It's not just D20 or Critical Role or whatever, right? We're going to do some amazing stuff, and I think that our stuff is going to be of that quality now, thanks to it literally almost entirely to you guys and the support you've given us. So yeah, I just wanted to say, because it was very crazy for me to be walking around and having, like literally, I won't name names because they might well be watching, but I had someone who's working on a very big D&D project, and like leading a very big D&D project, be like, I fucking love the guys from Shoot from Hip, and I'm so excited for the studio. That's what I mean.
Wait to tell us on the cameras.
Yeah, I will.
I've already started.
Yeah.
Well, how excited are you? Maybe you're leading this into D&D project.
It's really true. But it was just incredible to be
Right.
Let's get to the questions.
Yeah. First of all, I just want to apologise for the audio quality because it is fine when you guys are talking on your own. But as soon as the two of you talk, it's just a wash. So apologies for that.
Okay, we need the new kit, guys. This is my laptop plugged into a broken microphone.
Here's a talking stick.
Nice.
This isn't a question, but I just enjoyed a comment. Midge is shattered.
Midges what?
Shattered.
Shattered?
Yeah.
Shattered? Like I look tired?
No, Midge has shattered.
There's also a lot of love for your t-shirt. So.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. I am a bit shattered because I'm still working my day job. Not for too long, but I was interviewing for my replacement today, so it's been a long day, but I ended it doing the thing I love the most, so what can you say?
First question, though, proper question, is from Eloise, who actually donated £10. Thank you, Eloise.
Oh, thank you.
He says, hey guys, flowers to you all. You guys are so inspiring and have introduced so many people, including me, into the world of D&D, so thank you. My question is, how are we destroying those dice, Luke?
The very first stretch goal was if we got £1 over our goal, Luke has to destroy the cursed dice that, spoilers for Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Fireballs if you haven't somehow seen it, but ended our beloved rat friend.
I feel like I have to destroy all my dice I've ever used.
It's not going to be factored for the other one.
Let's start with that one set and see if we need to do more.
There's a lot of potential ideas sort of posted in. I think my favourite front at the moment is the idea of going to an actual shooting range and seeing if we'll be allowed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'll probably roll a 1 on hitting it.
Ow! Yeah, you're gonna need to be in there for like a good day. Because you're trying to hit like a D4. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah. I can have some help.
Shooting advantage.
I did like the idea of melting them down as a warning to your other dice.
That was good as well.
Make a dice jail out of the melted down dice.
You could do one for each. One goes in a shooting range, one you melt down.
Yeah.
There's enough good ideas.
I think we should do one Sid from Toy Story and strap one to a firework.
That's good.
It might survive.
Yeah.
Not the default.
That's not everything.
Yeah, okay.
Well, if it comes out, we get another go.
My wife wants to load a D20.
No.
No, luckily it was a mini one.
Did it come out?
Nope. Still there somewhere.
Still rolling.
She's still rolling.
So technically, we still don't have the result.
Schrodinger's D20.
I mean, it might not be, unless she's checking every single poop that ever comes out.
I am. I've got a good husband there.
Next question.
Next question is from Bright Lily, who again donated £10.
Hey.
I don't feel like you need to donate for questions, by the way. I will just pick them out in the chat, but thank you.
But also thank you.
But please do donate.
We will put it all towards the studio.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyway, Bright Lily says, are there any hints you can give us to some of the exciting things to look forward to in Stag Part 2?
Ooh, can we do like a word each? Or...
Yeah,
Very
let's do
fair.
a description for Stag Part 2.
Okay, what's the biggest spoiler I can do?
Mine will be. Oh, sorry, just use more. No. In a slightly meta sense, comeuppance.
You got one?
Sacrifice.
Mine isn't a word, but I'll just drink some. Some of neck oil.
That was my one too. Mistakes.
Lick.
Teamwork.
Is good actually.
It was really fun.
It was
really, really good fun.
Next question.
Yeah.
So many people are donating and they're only up for so that amount of time.
So if you want to see them, there's
We'll go to Starbucks.
I'll show you.
Oh, there's a star at the
Thanks,
top. Yes.
Tom
Maurice.
taking.
He's got it, I think.
Yeah, just here. So if you click start.
Love that fast.
Oh, immediately. Lovely. Okay, here we go.
What?
Right. The next question will be coming in very shortly.
I'm just having a look
We
through.
can't promise to answer all of these, by the way, which is
Yeah.
why I was saying don't necessarily.
KBF, how much,
donate.
percentage-wise, how much of your D&D experience has been with us so far?
Oh
I'm
yeah.
just going to quickly finish that thought, which is there are some things we will answer later, but will be spoilers at the moment.
Yes,
That's all.
exactly.
Please back to you.
This is not a spoiler.
What's happening?
That's definitely not a spoiler.
Like a small percentage.
Oh, small percentage.
But it's been the most fun.
Yeah. In terms of quantity, it's small.
Yeah.
Quality.
But then a lot of it's been drilling, so I've been like learning,
Yeah.
rather
We-
than having fun.
When I first met KDF, she was incredibly enthusiastic about the new show we were doing, which is going to be our live shows. We've done them. To the point where KDF said something I've never had from a D&D player, which is I've been training, and I was like, what? And you've been going out and playing D&D like a training montage to get like buff for D&D, and I was over the moon.
Nah, but
So that's like the best thing a DM can hear. Yeah.
It's like the mental image of you like underneath a train railway, like bridge, like rolling D20s.
Like a whiz game more.
It's just doing sit-ups with a character sheet in front of
I've been no fun though. I've been asking just logic questions rather than.
You've been so much fun.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
the
Oh.
most fun.
There's so many questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
please
please.
keep rolling.
Media Crone says, congrats you guys. What stretch goal are you each most excited about?
Ooh, I am very excited to do Keep Calm and Roll 20, which will be the first season that I DM for Roll from the Hip, which is out of copyright British characters going on an adventure together. The strapline originally was Sherlock Holmes, Peter Pan, and Winnie the Pooh team up to save Alice from Wonderland.
Wow.
But
have some honey.
you passed the audition. But with some of the stretch goals we're hitting, I think the next one will be us able to add another player to that table. So it will be this many amount of players around the table for that show. And it's
Passed the
like-
audition, but doesn't have permission.
and the idea of this idea that I've had in my head for literally years, and being able to tell that story with all those characters that you will instantly recognise, but with roll from the hip versions of those characters will be really fun.
Stretch goals. Whilst Jess has a look at what those stretch goals are, I am going to go for, if we get to 225, £225,000. Damn. If we got there, we would do a live and in costume Wild Magic Warriors special. Now this probably has the most niche audience out of everything. The only people who are seeing these characters so far are on our Patreon. Hi Patreon, thank you so much.
Thank
We
you.
would not have got off the ground without you. but basically we would get into our characters as Marcus, Chunk, and Lemon. And I would love to wear that costume and bring that out on stage and put some money into it, because genuinely, I think at the moment that is my favourite character to play.
Oh, nice.
Playing Chung, just the relentless positivity and the fact that I can see the hope drain from Midge's eyes every time I start talking character.
It's more that every time your turn of combat starts, I have to deal with all the monk bullshit that comes with it.
Yeah. Deflect, resist, it doesn't happen.
So I hate monks.
Even though you've got a guy here who controls time, it's like, no he didn't. I'm the one who's annoying.
Mine's a lot quicker.
Yeah, so much of improv is yes and this that whole campaign is just no.
Yeah.
The £300,000 stretch goal has Playground Series 3 expanded to 6 episodes. I would like to spend 6 episodes with those little boys.
I'm going to really jump in and save Luke from that. 250 would be the battleground PvP. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be in that and I'm going to kill all of you.
Having played with these guys there, you could tell who were the DMs.
Apparently you only have one character to pick from. It's Felix.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's so fine.
Violent Felix.
Felix will absolutely.
Or the GM of Force Extinction.
Everyone is telling Luke off, just so you know.
I'm good.
There's a music video. If we get to £250,000 for Roll Against the Machine, who doesn't want to see a music video?
And our editor has a little bit of experience with music videos, so music editing. So I feel like that's really his ballpark. The one I'm actually most excited for, because I get so excited for every time we get any art from our artists, is art commission for all major. So all the capital are lowing over there. Every time I come up with an NPC, I have two thoughts. One, how difficult can I make this for our artists to illustrate? And two, when do I get to see it? And I would love to be able to do that more often.
Blown away every time. Massive shout out to Twitchy and to Libby.
Yes. And you can get some custom art of yourself as one of the most amazing rewards on our Kickstarter. Twitchy, I've just found out, prefers being called Sparrow. Twitchy Sparrow, and we've always said Twitchy, but turns out prefers.
Strong family name.
How formal.
Please, go
Next question.
Yes, we spent on one.
This is very sweet. Faye Louise just says, how proud on a scale of 1 to 10 are you all? We are all so proud of you and so glad that you are all getting recognition that you all deserve. I just want a number.
Natural 20.
10.
8, the self-loathing really bounced out.
I'm only able to roll once.
Then you re-roll.
1,010.
Wow.
Like 6.
Okay. Let me have a quick scroll down.
There's room for improvement.
Ooh, DK Butterfly says, will we ever get Bitter Sweetheart Season 2?
Season 2? We only did 2
episodes.
Was it only 2 episodes?
Yeah.
We can just, I thought it was 3.
No, we did 2 streams of it.
Yeah.
And that was the thing that launched Roll from the Hip, basically.
Yeah.
Convinced you to keep me around.
So it is something we have promised to do. We pledged to do it at the end of Playground or similar. We do plan to get round to it, but it is proven to be the most difficult in so many different ways.
Yeah.
And we will have to see what form it takes. But we are aware we've committed to it. We've also just committed to about 20 more projects.
Yes. Yeah.
But it will happen whilst we all yet live.
I'd just like to say I'd love to play another Australian rogue again. That's really, really good fun.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Truthfully.
I think he's the sexiest character I've ever played.
I mean, it's the open shirt, the chest hair.
Yeah.
And the horns, tiefling horns.
Yeah, everyone likes those
Horns
horns.
really help. Horns really help.
They make people attractive to me.
Attractive to me.
Attractive to me. I've got the horns.
They make you lower your standards.
Lots of things really lower my standards.
Next cue.
The Ice Queen says, loving the D&D. I have 2 questions. Favourite dice out of the D&D dice? So, D4, D6, so on.
Right.
Yeah.
Or, and then the second question, what's your opinion on hog-nosed snakes?
Awful. I'm really
Awful.
definitely afraid of snakes.
Okay.
So,
but hog-nosed are so cute.
really can't do them.
I think this is probably a callback to my live stream where someone asked me what my favourite saint was, and I said
Well, if Teo enjoys them, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you've got any hog-nosed snakes, send them to Teo.
Still a no from me.
And if we get to 300,000, Teo will get a tattoo of a hog snake.
honestly, yeah.
Teo for the team.
I like the D4 just because it is the Lego piece on the floor, or it's the most dangerous out of all. If I had to pick one as a weapon,
Yeah.
it would be the D4.
Nice.
Technically 2, but D100.
I'm also going D100 because it's so extra.
Yeah.
Any dice that doesn't betray me.
Yeah.
So weighted dice.
Yeah, no, please.
I saw a flat two-sided dice the other
Yeah,
day.
two.
Oh, sexy.
Just a coin.
My favourite one is I have a wizard hat D20 that you spin and it like eventually rolls onto a number, but I use it as a ring stand for my engagement ring.
I thought you had to be wearing it somehow. I was like, what precious! Doubles as a ring.
Next one, let's go.
Okay,
And the snake's great.
Claire Flux says, I'm setting up my first ever D&D campaign in Force of Extinction. Because I've loved the game format so much, I'm driving my friends mad. Have you got any tips for a first-time DM? Thank you.
Oh my god, that's amazing! That's like the coolest thing ever. Wow, that like it still baffles me that people are out there playing it, which is so cool. Would I have any tips? I think just like trust and allow your players to be on that storytelling journey with you. If you're a first-time GM, there's a lot of pressure sometimes to like feel like you have to present everything and present this fully fleshed out world and whatever. And I think I'd just say, just like let the players bring stuff to you, right? Like they will suggest stuff, they will offer you things, and it will be rich and awesome and great. And it will just make your life like a million times easier as well, because you won't have to like generate everything all from scratch. So yeah, let your players and trust your players to like bring you little gifts, and sometimes you can punish them with them. Even better.
We'll bring our own doom to the party.
Yeah, exactly. Truly, like when they sort of go, oh yeah, what if the bad guy's doing this? You go, oh, what if they are? Doing that? Great. But thank you for running it. Awesome. That's incredible. So cool.
Nice. Louise P says, love you all. Are you open to trying out new role-play games? My friend is designing one and I'd love to see you play.
Well, we've
Mitch, I
done
think
Force of
you've
Extinction.
probably got the most experience
Yeah.
in other...
Yeah, I mean, I love playing new games. One of the things that I think is really useful about playing other games is you can use it to inform even something as ubiquitous as D&D. Like, you can play Force of Extinction, and there are lessons you can learn from that. And you can go, okay, maybe I could introduce this mechanic into D&D. And it works both ways, vice versa. But yeah, I love cracking open a new book and trying something new. Yeah.
I really want to do Alien, Daggerheart, and probably I really want to do Wonder Home as well. It's just like so cute. There's no combat.
I want to do the. Oh, that sounds. I haven't seen
it's
any no
adorable.
comment ones. I want to play the Kieran Gillen one.
Die.
Yeah.
That was the name of
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I read the comics and actually I was talking to, because I was doing a comic at the time, talking to Kieran Gillen.
Put down the weapon.
Put down the weapon whilst Kieran was working on it.
Wow.
And so I was hearing how things were being changed, and then just stopped talking, and then it came out, I was like, it won't talk to me now, I'm sure. It's just blown up. But yeah, I'd love to play that.
That's a fascinating game.
Yeah, and anything sci-fi as well.
Yeah, Alien. We've got to do some Alien here.
Yeah.
We've got to run that. For you.
Next year, Halloween Alien episode.
Oh, let's do it.
With enough funding, we can have an actual alien put inside a
We will
person.
get a Xenomorph costume made. We'll just Teo with it, and he will just run behind the DM camera at certain points.
Can we start like we've got John Nichols in the small one, and then it disappears,
Yes!
and out comes Taylor as full size.
None of us knew who the chest burster was going to be, apart from one person.
That's great.
And then it just at the table, it burst out of their chest.
Taylor's eyes are sort of like, I have 1,000 questions.
So many great questions. At Vibe Husband says, might have been asked before, but will we ever get dice as merch?
Well, you can get dice. The first dice that Robin Hip and Statblock Studios were producing is exclusively through the Kickstarter, and those are only available through the Kickstarter. It is one of those. So, say if this does go bonkers crazy, like I think it might do based on your Gen Con experience.
Yeah.
If this becomes UK Critical Role or Dimension 20, and you have one of only a few hundred Statblock Studio sets that exist in the world, that might end up paying for your donation 10 years down the line. So we are keeping the dice to the Kickstarter, but the future, who knows? We did a little bit of research into it. It does take a long time to get these dice made and make sure we're okay with the designs and everything. But of course, if they're
creator as well.
creator, yeah, absolutely.
Also, they have to be officially luck tested by me.
Yeah.
So we're really struggling.
Yeah. We're destroying 70% of the
What we
dice.
haven't told you is all the money's gone on local luck testing these dice.
Straight in the
We've been
furnace.
in research and development for a year now. But yes, it's definitely something we're thinking of in the future. But at the moment, the only one available is the Statblock Studios dice set, which you can get by donating. You can get D20, I think, at 50, and I think you can get a full set. I think is it 150?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but you will see if you head to the link.
And we made sure that the numbers are legible.
Yes.
Oh, nothing I hate more than illegible dice.
Illegible dice. If you want to get your hands on a bunch of D20s, we have a set of D20s you can buy on the Force Victor.
They're very pretty too.
They are cool.
Next question.
Next question. Kelsey Lawrence says, absolutely love everything. What is your favourite campaign that you've done out of all of them? Tough question.
We have to be quick.
You don't have to pick a roll from the head one. You can pick any one that you've done.
Yeah.
Would that be really interesting?
I want to know Jackson's
knowledge? Because then maybe they'll go and see it and they'll get some more views and they'll get some more.
What's my favourite one? I'm probably gotta say Dimension 20.
Barrow's End.
Yes, Barrow's End. Yeah, Barrow's End for sure. It was a just an incredible magical time, and actually like a very kind of similar experience to what we're building here, in that like going into a professional setting where you had that many people who were there to support you telling that story was just like the most fulfilling experience. So
Just called us a professional setting.
yeah.
There's a combat encounter in that show, which is the first time I think my jaws genuinely dropped when it was revealed, and I was just like, how is that allowed? But yeah.
yeah, I felt the same.
If you want to know what I mean, you have to watch that show.
I think it's like episode 3. It's gross.
It's pretty gross.
My favourite one so far, I think, has to be Lockstock. I think the finale of Lockstock and how it all plays out, and the emotions, but also like the stubbornness of trying to like we're not going down without a bloody fight is really lovely, and the fact that I can't ever play Pete again is kind of sad, but the fact that I care that much that I'll never be able to play him again, I think therefore does make it powerful for me.
I'm going to go for Wolf of Dunham. It's very
One
close.
episode in.
I know. I was thinking about all of them. I'm like, it's really close across everything we've done. Roll from here, which is fantastic. But Wolf of Dunham, the potential in that first episode, how much I loved all of those characters immediately. I'm always looking out for a team, a found family team, where they've still got some edges and a bit like they're going to annoy each other, but they're a family, and that kernel of potential, amazing. And also we're doing something unique. No one else has done a fully live campaign.
Because Tom's already said Wolf of Dunlop, which is probably my answer really.
You can agree.
I could agree, but I will say the second place will go to the second half of Playground Series 2. What I get to do in that was really fun.
Yeah.
I can't even split this.
KBF, you have a choice between two. More than Wolf of Dunlop.
We barely scratched War for Dunlop.
I know, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
No, that's good.
But there's some stuff that you get to do in Stag which, like, we weren't expecting.
Oh yeah.
But-
The moment of the look of fear in KBF's face, the confusion in everyone else around the table's face, which was beautiful.
Yeah. It's gonna look weird, but I think my favorite season might be the one that's yet to come. Because Roll Against the Machine, the premise of it and what I have planned for it is the biggest tightrope walk we've ever tried, and I cannot wait to pull it off.
Watch us fall off.
Yeah.
You mean watch you willingly jump off?
Yeah, jump off, bounce down, land on the trampoline. No, it's
That's how we do it.
It's the first one that I pitched to these guys, so I have a little bit more of a sort of like stake in it. But we are trying things that haven't been tried in a TTRPG before.
Next question.
I'm jumping the queue a bit here, but I just really like this question. Midge, how different is it to DM for a table of improvisers compared to other players?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, my home games are there's less involved, and I do really like the relaxed feel of a home game. But our Wild Magic Warriors very much feels like a home game to me, and I get a lot of like cozy vibes from that. It feels like very bread and butter D&D in all the right ways. But then playing with like this table and with cameras and stuff, I feel like I want to bring my A game, and to have like performers who I can trust as well, to be able to mention and describe an NPC and know that someone will pick it up and give it life. We have NPCs in the first season of Playground which have now become like recurring characters, and I couldn't really do that with any other group, I don't think.
Oh,
No.
nice.
Was great.
Aria says, you guys are such an inspiration for me and so many others. What was one of your guys' favourite decision another player has made? They've specifically said what was one of your guys, so I'm just going to single someone out here. Mayo?
Oh, a decision someone else has made.
I think never approved.
I got one.
Okay, go on, Luke.
You ready? We ready?
Yeah, well, I was ready. I was waiting for the joke to finish. And then
No. You can't do one.
I was going to say when South Part 1, where you were like, I'm fucking boldly being like, here you go.
Yeah.
It's a joy. Bold, bright, beautiful.
I was going to say, I think it was Sam's decision to be like, use me as a battering ram.
When we got to that door, and flashbacks immediately to like,
I'd like 2 bottles, please.
I mean, how can I not answer a question from John Nichols the cat? Who said-
Hey Joe, how has he got access to you?
oh, I've been teaching him.
John Nichols just wanted to donate and then said, how long have you all been playing D&D/TTRPGs?
Wow. Well, Midge actually put up a photo of mine and Teo's first ever game, 2019. And I think I probably averaged 1 game a year until quite recently.
Yes.
And now it's shot up.
Aside bar one like training session a couple of weeks before the first Bit of Sweethearts episode, you've seen all of mine. You've seen all of it.
And actually, we might have seen a training session because that was behind the scenes.
No, RPG Town.
Oh, RPG. Okay, forget them.
My first one was in March 2023, where I went to the RPG Taverns, which we have filmed all of our series in so far. Which I love the RPG Taverns, and watch MMA, the first episode of our D&D Pokemon Battle series, this Saturday, which is filmed at the RPG Taverns. But I went there
Legally distinct from Pokemon.
legally, extremely legally distinct. There's no Pokemon involved.
And legally distinct from mixed martial arts as well.
Someone owned mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
But I went there very nervous in my suit from the BBC after I'd watched a few Dimension 20 episodes. And sat down and was looking and feeling very, very nervous. And a woman came up to me and said, "First time here?" And I went, "Yep." And she went, "Okay, well, why don't you play at our table? We'll come and do the introductory session with you." And I said, "That's okay. That sounds great." And we sat down. We played the first session and had really good fun. Everyone was laughing. And that person who welcomed me into the TTRPG and D&D space was my wife, Jessie Chu Holmes. So the first day I ever played D&D was the first day that I met my wife. So I feel like I owe this game a lot.
But RPG Taverns doesn't offer that as an experience.
It's a really expensive Jasper, how long have you been playing D&D?
I technically played when I was like very, very young, but then actually only really started playing in 2019.
Wow.
And then, but to give you an idea of how quickly it went from playing one game to a full-blown obsession, I have calculated that just on my D&D Beyond, so this is also not including any other game system, and taking out any characters that are duplicates and any characters that are for home games, I have 176 characters.
Wow.
So that is just characters unique characters that I've played on a stream or in a game of some description in the last 7 years. Yeah,
Blimey.
I've played a lot of characters. So I really am just sort of plucking at the sort of the doldrums of possible characters. I've done every accent. I've done every actually, it's hilariously, I've still never played a wizard because I
Okay.
Oh.
You refuse?
Yeah, I refuse.
Why is that?
I don't like books.
I don't like.
Yeah, get out of here.
No, it's just like I've genuinely always found them kind of confusing. I've just never bothered to learn.
Great.
Fair enough.
So-
but it's proof that you can get to this level.
And do you want to know the craziest thing? I've GM'd a lot, like
Yeah.
too much. I've never opened the DMG, other than the 2024 version, which I was paid to open, because they made me do like a video where I talked about the new rules and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, this is the first time I'm actually opening the Dungeon Master's Guide, because
That's what Dex stands for.
yeah,
So
truly.
there's a guy called Tex.
Yeah.
Catherine?
Well, look, I thought I'd done more than I had, is what I'll say. I was really drunk at university when we played.
So you started before all of us?
Yeah, before some of you were born.
Wow.
And then in questing time, but the GM on that really holds your hand. I didn't realise. So I was like, yeah, I can do this. So really, I wouldn't count it until very recently with you guys, to be totally frank. When I started watching you obsessively in the gym and laughing really loudly. I'm so annoyed.
Wait,
in the gym.
watching obsessively what he's in the gym.
Yeah, watching
Just
you,
watching
yeah.
him
Yeah, watching guys in the
cross
gym.
trainer.
Yeah, you weren't watching us in the gym, you were watching the show on your phone.
Yes, that's right. That is correct. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Lied on sea.
My experience, I think, goes back to 2019. I had the weirdest start in D&D, which my friend who was at university was doing a film composition course, and was like, oh, if you guys could play D&D, this game that I've heard about, I'm going to make music to go over the top of the recording, and that's my special project at uni. So we got together for an hour. I played a rock gnome with severe brittle bone disease, and then I loved it so much that I went home and immediately bought the books that you don't read. And I was DMing my first game within a week of that, I think.
Yeah. I was I played one. I was a player in one game, and then like 2 weeks later, I was like, I built a whole world, and I was just so in it. I was like, yeah, cool, this is it. I want to GM now, and I know enough to GM.
I think we and Tom and Luke are in a very different weird position of like, I think we've played more D&D in front of a camera
Yes.
than like from
Oh yeah, same. No, yeah. By this point, same.
Yeah.
I frequently think, I really wish I'd found D&D sooner because I love it so much. But then I realised that if I'd found it sooner, probably at uni, I probably wouldn't have gone to Improv Society. I met these guys. So I've just been some schmuck in my basement.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Next question.
This is a great question from Alyssa, who says, congrats guys, my question is, whose stag character, without spoilers, is most likely to fall for an obvious scam?
Oh, well, it's Lucky Lucy. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it wouldn't be me, but I think you were like, oh, I got on a bus and it flooded. What was your line?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so confusing.
I mean,
I missed the bus and then it was flooded. It's like, what? How did you know you missed the bus?
Because it was lucky.
What? That still doesn't make any
Oh, no,
sense.
you were lucky. You missed the bus and the bus got flooded.
But how do you know the bus got
So you
flooded?
watched it fall off a bridge.
I'm flooded by the river it fell in.
I'll be honest, I think you might be the only one that wouldn't fall for a scam.
Yeah.
Felix would, because he's just got enough money where it wouldn't matter if he got scammed.
Yeah.
And so he's probably just like, yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
I feel
I'm trusting
like
enough.
Finley has already fallen for like
Yes.
multiple crypto schemes.
Finney's in several pyramid schemes.
He loses all the money his mum makes. So
Yes.
he just
Yes.
sorts it out.
Eggy would get told it was a scam and they'd be like, yeah, but for a laugh.
Nice. I just want to reiterate, there's no way we're going to get through all the questions.
No, we know.
But thank you so much for your support.
Yeah.
Again, it's going straight into funding this place.
Just DM all the questions straight to Tom, and then Tom will spend hours
Yeah.
replying to all of them.
Oh!
Don't do that because he will, and I don't want to see him cry.
You'll see it again. It's a day. I send him a video once a day.
It's a long train to Edinburgh.
Yeah, do some?
No, I'm flying.
Next question. Next question.
Next question.
Porcelain Pumpkin says, for Mitch, how much of the Roll from the Hip Discord do you actually see?
Ooh.
I don't want to reveal that. I lurk a lot on Discord.
How terminally online are you, man?
Give it a percentage.
Look,
Is this to feed your ego? Is this
no. It's a double-edged sword. I look at it because it is incredibly gratifying to see the things that people create. The fan art channel blows my mind every time I go on it. But it's also, I see people have really good ideas about where certain shows could go, and I'm like, oh no, the last idea's gone. I can't use that one. But no, I do see a lot of the love that comes from that.
I mean, you definitely can.
That's true.
Then you just say, me
You
and you,
nailed it. You nailed it.
on the same wavelength.
No, I had to stay off theories between Stag Part 1 and Stag Part 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's like that with Shrek 5, isn't it? But they like had to retcon the entire film.
I'm sorry, there's a Shrek 5.
They're supposed to be, and then they
Yeah.
someone
coming out next
someone
year.
put online what they thought the whole plot would be, and the makers are like, oh,
That's
they
it.
got right. Oh no! They had to redo it.
Yeah.
Next question.
Just go for it and give that person a tenner. You know what I mean? Well done.
DK Butterfly says, so once Shoot from the Hip hits 1 million, we'll get Shoot from the Hip on ice. When Roll from the Hip hits 1 million, what will the goal be?
This is an ongoing. So one time I wasn't in the stream with these fucking idiots. Me, the guy who organises all of the shows, and as soon as I'm not there, they're like, yeah, we'll just Shoot from the Hip on ice if we hit 1 million.
And who's going to deal with it?
Who's going to fucking organise it? Who's going to get the extra insurance? Who's going to find
Roll from the Hip on lava. Ice shoes.
Ice shoes.
Ice shoes.
I'm putting on my ice shoes. I can't do it because my feet are too big for the ice skate.
Already said you're going to be driving the Zamboni.
We're going to get one of those.
Running loop.
We're going to get a little penguin for kids. It's a Stram ice rink.
That's fine.
It's not nice, Rick.
We're going to book it in. It's going to be great. 1 million for Roll from the Hip.
funny.
Cruise!
Roll from the Hip on melted ice.
I've done Dino Cruise, and it was the best gig of my life. It was absolutely unbelievable.
Is it like you roll and then it gets re-rolled?
We were like in the front of the ship, and it was an experience.
Amazing.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah, welcome to Cruise. Welcome at the Minack Theatre in the southwest. That's sort of Roman amphitheatre. Set over the sea. It's
That's
really nice.
sick.
The biggest dice tray ever.
What I would like to do, I like to do an epic stream, which is like a really long session. But every single person who's ever guested with Roll from the Hip, when we hit that point, comes in as like a guest character for like an hour or so, and it's like a rotating thing where like different amazing players come and join.
Yeah.
Like in here when it's all built would be really fun.
So like a 24-hour thing?
Rotating hero.
Yes. Maybe bitching say after 24 hours.
Yeah, right?
It'd be a shame if someone took the name Rotating Heroes already, though, wouldn't it?
Rotating zeros?
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, we can do that. That's
Next game.
We done them all? I think we've done. Have we done them? We haven't.
No, we don't. Manny says, what was your reaction for reaching 150k on the Kickstarter? We kind of covered it a bit earlier, but the main stretch goal there was freeing Midge.
Yeah, I was very emotional. I was going to say it. I was very emotional.
Yeah.
Did you cry in the office?
I think
You're British.
my eyes got a little bit wet leaving the office, I think.
Right.
So I like looked down and I was just like, oh, it's true. It's actually happening.
I can do a live action replay with all of Midge's Britishness. It was. Oh. Immediately left the building.
Well, I didn't want to say anything like in front of my colleagues, like suck it. So,
Attention bastard.
yeah, I'm attention bastard.
That is quite max. For us, it was all sort of like us stepping into this more like dream job has been like it's been quick, but it's sort of been incrementally with Shoot from the Hip.
Yeah.
Like leaving my day job in Spain or whatever.
Yeah.
But for you, it's just like
2
it's
weeks.
literally like a bang thing where
Yeah.
it's like, wow,
Crazy.
Leave the day job.
I think I shit myself.
Now or me?
No, with me, 150, yeah. I'll do it again.
We hit 3,000, he'll do it on camera.
Oh, if we hit 300,000, all bets are
I was
off.
going to say before, like,
I'll triple myself.
if we need another stretch goal when we hit like 300,000, I will commit to DMing a one shot. Oh! But I prefer Jasper will shit. So can we have one? But like we bold that one, and then mine's like an add on below it.
Oh
When
yeah.
these guys are like, I did it a week in.
I'll do
I'm
it
like,
during
oh,
the one shot that you
Yes!
There we go.
His first time he rolls in that one.
Yeah. We have a bottle of laxative on the table. Roll that one, fall down.
Well, this leads quite nicely into. Not that bit. Multi says, started DMing my own campaign at the end of June because of you guys. We've got the last session this Sunday. It's about the dooms of AI. My question is, if you could all DM your own campaign, what would it be about? Now, obviously, quite a few of you have DM'd, so let's focus on those that haven't. Mayor?
Oh, well, I genuinely think I would like to explore something spooky horror. I think there's very different genres of horror, and there's ones that are more like...
Stag.
Yeah, there's ones that are more like stag, which are a bit more... How to describe it?
Body horror.
I was saying, it's the
body horror and
it's the
nature
ritual
horror.
meets Shaun of the Dead, is what I have to say.
Yeah, absolutely. And then there are others which are more like a haunted house thing and more about your trauma and your emotion, etc. And I had a few thoughts about how to do things like that. I really enjoyed playing Betrayal at House on the Hill.
Yes.
And yeah, so I might try something along
A bit
those
like
lines.
Cthulhu-esque, maybe.
Maybe, but I think I probably I like
Like
the horror coming
losing
from
your
horrible
mind.
emotion.
Yeah, something like losing your mind.
Losing your
Yeah,
mind's
yeah.
always fun, and I also would love to do a sci-fi thing, but that might be good for a
You can
second.
combine them.
Well,
Haunted spaceship.
Haunted spaceship, always fun, always fun.
Sam, that's ridiculous.
maybe
What do
we'll
you
see.
think?
Sorry, sir.
Luke, what would you DM for your campaign?
Ooh,
Something Spanish?
You pitched something to me before, which was a Roman invasion of Britain. Having the like druidic side and having the romantic side.
Yes, something. Druids versus
fun.
Romans in a fantasy version of ancient Britain.
Sweet, really cool. That's
I'd
very
know
cool.
that on that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Asterix and Obelix.
Yes, yeah.
KBF.
You're going to be animals, and you have to take down the bastard humans.
Sit
down!
Animal Farm!
That film with just hoppers.
The Sheep Detective. I haven't seen it yet.
I'm not
The
sure.
Mark of Zorro. Is that one? I don't know.
Madagascar! I don't know.
That's 45.
Do you have a setting that you've never sort of had the like space or time? Because a lot of times you're doing things, it's for a brief, or is there any like world that you've been like, you know what, one day when I've got the time and I've got the space and I can be here for 24 hours a day, wherever it is there a place that you'd love to explore?
I have largely gotten to do a lot of the stuff because it's really like the wonderful people at my company just let me make the decisions, and I don't know why. Because they're bad ideas.
Your friendship free battle.
But no, like Oaths and Empires was like this like Witcher thing that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I like love that season. And what we got with that, I will say I think this is like a bit of a reveal. I haven't even said this out loud to anyone. I know what the next campaign setting for Rotating Heroes is going to be, and it might be the most excited I've been to run a campaign.
What is it?
All I'm going to say is it's as close to Game of Thrones as I've ever. And because of the nature of
It's
Rotating
House of the
Heroes,
Dragon.
I think it's going to really fly with having all of these different groups and people kind of coming together.
Rotating Heroes a series in the studio.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I was like, I need to get Roll from Hip on Rotating.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying that, I'm just saying.
No, but I want that, but also yes, that.
We'll just watch.
That would be great.
Weird.
That's fine. Yeah.
Love Game of Thrones. Nice. Next question.
Dreamy Angel, I don't know if we can answer either of these, but I'll pitch it. Says, who is redacted, as in the stretch goal? I'm not sure if we can reveal that.
I think that is still being...
Crossover.
Yes.
We are 90% through the negotiations and being able to reveal and getting the schedules together.
Well, they have a backup question, which is beach episode when?
We talked about
Also,
this.
by the way, can I say it's so exciting you're going to get Barack Obama on the show. It's such a sick crossover.
Elders Blast. I guessed Aubrey Barbs. Let's say.
Wait, where is he? Where is he?
My hero.
When we work together, we'll all roll with advantage.
The beach episode, I'm going to take the hit for this one. I'm resistant to it. I don't want a happy ending for.
You won't get sunburn in.
I'm also ginger. Yeah, that's the joke.
Wait. What if I run the beach episode for you?
Okay,
I won't get sunburned. That's
true.
fine.
That's
right?
true.
You can stay under the parasol.
It doesn't have to be filmed at a beach.
No, it does.
You know what could be
assumed.
fun? Because you don't want to take the characters we already have and like rewrite their endings or something.
Yeah.
Like I get that. What if it was roll from the hip at the beach episode and we just have powers?
Roll for SPF.
You've got to get above a 50 on a D20.
Okay, so if I'm in that episode, can I roll with advantage?
Oh, that's a nat 1 for Nail Nova.
Yeah.
Give me a melanin check.
I've got plus 10s.
Right, so many people are asking this, so I'm going to have to ask it. But what is the name of the Roll from the Hip fandom? Do we have one?
That's a good question.
I don't feel like that's us.
I mean,
Yeah, how about you? Get to work.
If you call them the pigeons, I think that's a slight against me.
No, they gave themselves the pigeons. They called me Midgeon.
That's shoot from the hip.
that was a shoot from the
What's the
hip
shoot from the
thing.
hip group called?
Well,
What
they
do
call themselves pigeons because when like the audience members are too like loud or whatever in a show, and you have to address that.
It was a criticism. And they were like, yeah, a badge of honour. Love you.
That's
Love you.
so funny.
But yeah, it was quiet pigeons. And they're like, oh my god, he heard us.
Pigeons.
Do you know so hard when you're a comedy group and the audience is too loud? I hate that.
Okay, so to answer, so is Beans specifically on Patreon?
I think Beans was the Patreon
Okay.
group.
They are
s-
beans.
So yeah, we need to find like a group of a group plural term for our fans, I guess.
They are hip dice?
No, it's definitely up to them. They gotta. That's on. Like you guys are already doing a ton of work. You know what I mean? You gotta. You gotta.
You're not entertained.
You gotta go with the name.
Damn right. Next question.
I think we're pretty much there. I think now everyone's just arguing about what to do. There's a lot of suggestions.
Well, guys, I'm going to call it there.
Role players with 2 L's? I'm working on it, but I shouldn't be.
We've had a really great day finishing the stag story here. We are just over halfway through the Kickstarter. We don't know where the ceiling is, but we already had a few ceilings and you absolutely smashed them. If you have any friends or family who are into nerdy stuff, or helping people's dreams come true, or robbing the hip, or shooting the hip, or anything like that, please do send the link to the Kickstarter. We have taken a big swing doing this, and we didn't know how it was going to go. Me, Teo, Midge were in here on the day of launch, and we were like, oh, well, maybe we'll get to 5 on day 1, and we'll hopefully get to 50. And no one believed Midge when we got to 20,000 within a couple of minutes. We are going to keep telling you what we'll do. The more is donated. We are going to keep working on making this not just a place that we can tell stories, but as Jasper said, they do this in America. They do it very well in America. Let's show them what we can fucking do. We're going to tell other people's stories in here, and we can't tell them without the work that you and the help that you've given us. So thank you so much.
And one more huge round of applause for Sam. We're looking forward to these things starting on too. Amazing work.
Guys, the next streams will probably be on the day of the end of the Kickstarter. Where as many of us as possible will be back in the studio, and we'll probably be on for a lot longer. But guys, thank you so much. We're gonna go to sleep.
See you on Saturday for Mixed Monster Arts at 8:30 p.m.
God, yeah. So cool. So
Yeah. So the pilot hopefully becomes a series. So see you then.
Stag! 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 Stag!